Good morning. Welcome to Kehillat Shari Torah's daily review of Maimonides Sefer HaMitzvahs, the 613 mitzvot. We are into the negative commandments, the prohibitions, and we have three that have to do with various offerings, various dedications. Three prohibitions, a little bit different, that we'll deal with today. The first one that we'll take up is we're forbidden to, in the course of Malika, there are bird offerings. Sometimes birds are offered in the course of the sacrifice of the offerings of the temple. These birds are not slaughtered in the regular manner with a chalif, with a knife, as is done with animals, or in the case of kosher meat production nowadays with chickens. Chickens are not permitted to be offered in the temple. But other birds which we might eat nowadays, goose or anything like that. The way to slaughter the turtle doves, or animals that were birds that were offered in the temple sacrifice through Malika, which is done with the Kohen, they translate it as nipping. I'm not sure how that exactly translates like that. The Kohen had left one fingernail very long and sharp, and would poke through the spinal column of the bird, and that's the way the animal would be slaughtered in order to be rendered fit for the altar. So the prohibition here, a little bit of a detail, but it's prohibited to sever the head of the bird during this malika process, this nipping with the fingernail process. Okay, so that's the note here. Interesting little sort of a lesson in life note. Since it's performed on the back of the neck, is supposed to remind the sinner. These are brought as part of the sin offering. Has to remind the person that he should eradicate his own stiff-neckedness before his sin can be remitted. Okay, the other two have to do with dedicated animals that have been dedicated, proclaimed as hekdesh, as dedicated for temple use or donation. So one prohibition is we're not allowed to do any work with that animal once it's been dedicated for temple use. And negative mitzvah prohibition number 114, prohibition to shear an animal which has been dedicated as a sacrifice. So one might think that, okay, I won't work it, I won't use it for anything else, and it certainly will go to the temple, but at least let me shear the wool off beforehand, make myself a nice sweater. So we should not do that. Also, everything to do with the animal once it is dedicated for temple use is supposed to go in that direction and not be used for anything else. Okay, we'll leave it for there today. Did we get a source for that? No, we don't get a source in the Gemara for that. But we can take a look in chapter 15 of Deuteronomy, verse 19 and follow. Okay, we'll leave it there for today. Please join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a wonderful day.